Welcome to India, if you dare. India, a land of vibrant cultures, rich history and breathtaking landscapes. But beneath this beauty lies a darker side, a side shrouded in mystery and fear. We're talking ancient curses, unexplained events, and stories that'll make you sleep with the lights on. Join me, won't you, as we delve into the unsettling unknown and uncover the truth behind India's most dangerous places. Our journey begins in the state of Rajasthan, home to the imposing Bangar Fort. Now you might be thinking, a fort? That's the best you got, India? But hold on to your samosas, friends, because this place is anything but ordinary. Legend has it that a sorcerer, madly in love with the princess, cursed the entire fort after his advances were rejected. I mean, talk about not taking no for an answer. It's said to have brought about the fort's downfall, leaving it in ruins, inhabited only by the echoes of its tragic past and, maybe some vengeful spirits. Local legends whisper of countless paranormal occurrences within the fort's walls. The Archaeological Survey of India won't allow anyone to enter the fort after sunset. That's right, even the government thinks this place is too haunted for a late-night stroll. Could the sorcerer's curse still hold power over the fort? Or maybe it's just a really spooky place with a killer backstory. Either way, I'm not sticking around after dark to find out. Imagine an entire village, abandoned overnight, its inhabitants vanishing without a trace, leaving behind an eerie silence that stretches across centuries. That, my friends, is the story of Kuldara, a ghost town in the state of Rajasthan that's as unsettling as it is intriguing. Now, ghost towns are a dime a dozen, right? But Kuldara, it hits different. See, back in the 19th century, it was a bustling community of Paliwal Brahmins, known for their prosperity and, get this, their ability to completely disappear. Legend has it that the village was ruled by a wicked minister, a real piece of work, who had his eyes on the beautiful daughter of the village chieftain. This Romeo wannabe, he slapped a hefty tax on the villagers and threatened to take the chieftain's daughter by force if they didn't pay up. But the villagers, they weren't about to back down. They decided to pack up their things and bounce, leaving their homes and everything they owned behind. And I'm not talking about a few families skipping town, I'm talking the entire village, poof, gone, vanished like a ghost in the night. To this day, nobody knows for sure where the villagers of Kuldara went. Some say they migrated south. Others believe they simply vanished into thin air, leaving behind a curse on anyone who dared to inhabit their former home. And here's the kicker, folks. It's said that anyone who tries to spend a night in Kuldara never lives to tell the tale. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not one to tempt fate. A village cursed by vanished villagers? I'd rather spend the night in a haunted house with a leaky faucet and a penchant for poltergeists. Kuldara remains a chilling reminder that some mysteries are better left unsolved. Chapter 3. Jatinga, where birds go to die. From vanished villagers, we move on to a phenomenon that's even stranger, birds with a death wish. Welcome to Jatinga, a small village in the state of Assam, where every year during the monsoon season, something truly bizarre occurs. Birds, hundreds of them, go bonkers and commit mass suicide. I'm not talking about your average pigeon dropping dead from exhaustion. We're talking flocks of birds, different species, all seemingly losing their minds and flying headfirst into trees, buildings, even people. It's like a scene out of a Hitchcock film, except instead of Tippi Hedren, it's just a bunch of confused tourists wondering what the flock is going on. Now, scientists have been scratching their heads over this one for decades. Some theories suggest that the birds are disoriented by fog and low-hanging clouds, while others blame geomagnetic anomalies. But none of these explanations quite add up. Why Jatinga? Why only during the monsoon season? And why do the birds seem so hell-bent on self-destruction? The villagers, they have their own theories. Some believe that evil spirits descend upon Yatinga during the monsoon, driving the birds to their deaths. Others say it's the work of vengeful spirits seeking retribution for some unknown wrong. Whatever the reason, one thing's for sure: Jatinga is a place where the natural world seems to go haywire. A place where the line between life and death blurs in a flurry of feathers and confusion. So, if you're ever planning a bird-watching trip to India, you might want to give Jatinga a miss, unless you're into that whole avian apocalypse vibe. Chapter 4. Duma Beach, where the sand whispers secrets. Ah, the beach. The sound of crashing waves, the smell of salt air, the perfect place to relax and soak up the sun. Unless, of course, you're at Duma Beach in Gujarat, where the only thing you'll be soaking up is a whole lot of creepiness. See, Duma Beach is no ordinary stretch of sand. It's a black sand beach which is already pretty metal, but it gets even weirder. Local legend claims that the beach is a cremation ground. And the black sand? Yeah, that's not just volcanic rock, my friends. It's said to be the remnants of countless cremated bodies. Now, I don't know about you, but I prefer my beach vacations without the added bonus of human remains. But the creepiness doesn't stop there. Visitors to Duma Beach have reported all sorts of strange occurrences. Disembodied voices whispering on the wind, eerie laughter echoing across the empty beach, and shadowy figures lurking at the edge of the water. Some say they've even felt unseen hands tugging at their clothes, as if the spirits of the departed are trying to drag them down to the underworld. And if that's not enough to make you want to pack up your beach towel and run, there are also stories of people disappearing from Duma Beach, never to be seen again. Some say they were swept out to sea by rogue waves, but others believe they were claimed by the restless spirits that haunt the black sands. So if you're looking for a beach vacation that's more The Ring than Baywatch, Duma Beach is the place for you. Just don't say I didn't warn you. Chapter 5. Shaniwawada Fort, the screams of a prince betrayed. Our final destination takes us to Pune, home to the majestic Shaniwawada Fort. This fort has seen its fair share of history, but it's the tragic tale of a young prince that sends chills down the spines of visitors. We're talking betrayal, murder, and a ghostly presence that refuses to be silenced. Back in the 18th century, a young prince named Narayan Rao Peshwa was brutally murdered within the fort walls. And by brutally, I mean he was stabbed to death. The alleged mastermind, his own uncle, who wanted the throne for himself. But here's where it gets really interesting. Legend has it that the prince's dying screams were so blood-curdling they echoed throughout the fort, leaving behind a residual haunting. Visitors have reported hearing the prince's screams, especially on full moon nights. Some say they've even seen the ghostly apparition of the young prince wandering the corridors. The story of Shaniwawada Fort is a grim reminder that the lust for power can corrupt even the closest of kin. So if you ever find yourself strolling through the historic halls of Shaniwawada Fort, remember the tragic tale of the murdered prince. From cursed forts to vanishing villages, bird suicides to haunted beaches, and the lingering screams of a murdered prince, India's most dangerous places are not for the faint of heart. These tales of terror and mystery have been passed down through generations, woven into the fabric of the country's folklore. Now, I'm not saying you should book your next vacation to one of these spooky spots, but hey, if you're feeling brave, or maybe just a little bit crazy, go for it. Just don't say I didn't warn you. Have you ever had a spine-chilling experience at any of these places? Or do you know of any other haunted hotspots in India that'll make our hair stand on end? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with your bravest friends, and subscribe to our channel for more bone-chilling content. Until next time, stay spooky.